And it was from there, at the zenith of our brilliance, at the top of our God mind, that we chose to lose sight of being everywhere always at once, so that we could be here, not there, now, not then, have not, from which drama, adventure, fear, desire, lust emerge. I do not believe in my life's work, and with this being on my radar virtually my entire adult life, that we are all supposed to enlighten, that we are all supposed to self-realize. This is not the case. We came from pure bliss, from pure ecstasy, and we will return to pure bliss and pure ecstasy. Total awareness everywhere, always at once. And it was from there, at the zenith of our brilliance, at the top of our God mind, that we chose to lose sight of being everywhere always at once, so that we could be here, not there, now, not then, have not, from which drama, adventure, fear, desire, lust emerge. When you're not realizing the truth and you're missing something, you think I'm here and they're there, and life is something to contend with, to counterbalance. Then you're lost in the illusions, you're lost in the Maya. Adventure and fear are born of journeys, given the destinations we have of emerging from fear or emerging into bliss. And it is those emotions that could never have ever been experienced when you're everywhere always at once. Do you think, God mind, full, total grasp on reality would ever feel homesick? There is no home other than where you are, and you're everywhere. Do you think it'd be a little bit disappointed from time to time? No, there's no time. So whatever disappointed you, you're already on the other side of it. There's no such thing as emotion as we know them as human beings in time and space at the God level. They are the fruit of our journey. They are the crown jewels for daring this great dare into these illusions. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's why we're all here, to just be like, whoa, I'm scared, I'm happy, I'm far, I'm near, I'm good, I'm bad. And all of the emotions that would come afterwards that are only possible if you believe in the fleeting lies of time, space, and matter, which are only possible if you have separated yourself from pure truth. You are of one, by one, for one. There's only God. There's only love. It's all good. It's all working out. You are a creator. You create on the fly. If you descend from those, like we talked about last week, it's illusions, it's captivation, it's hypnosis. That's why you're here. Done. That's why you're here. What would that feel like? Now you know. What would that taste like? Now you know. What would I do if the stage was this way? Now you know. What would I do if it was that way? What would I do if I had loving parents? What would I do if I had terrible parents? What would I do if I had an easy life? What would I do? How would I take it? Would I rebound? How quickly would I rebound? Would I go within? Would I get that this is all a big drama being played out in the mind of God, to which I have total control over? Would I get that? Of course I would. Of course I would. One of the options we have in this journey is to get it, is to be like, I'm dreaming, and I know I'm dreaming, and it's all good. Oh, and now since I'm dreaming and I'm the dream weaver, I'm going to dream here and I'm going to dream there. That life of pure enlightenment is not better than a life of pure ignorance. It's not better. It's all God. It's easier. And I would say a lot more fun. It takes away a bit of the drama, though. You're going to have to sacrifice some of the drama. You're going to be laughing, in the face of evil and fear when you're totally enlightened. And you're not going to have the same experience as someone who's really scared spitless. It's an option. Yet knowing what we know given that we are together, brothers and sisters, in this infinite possibilities membership, we have an alignment, we have an inclination, and we're like, this is a dream. Wait a minute, I don't need to be that scared. And I can make this happen a lot faster. And I don't have to put up with the stuff I don't like. I can change my attitude about it and start liking it, or I can just hightail on out of here. It's all good. It's all spirit. It's all God. So I wanted to kind of make that clear. In my view, the goal of life is not pure enlightenment. It's an option. And I'd further go on to add, it would be where we would gradually, naturally rise. We're buoyant, optimistic beings, tidal waves of love and joy careening through reality. It is our nature to wake up. It is our nature to find it easy. It is our nature to fall in love. It is not our nature to be angry. It is not our nature to be fearful. So this is kind of the natural, inevitable progression. But I don't think, for example, that, if we all live, 1,000 lifetimes, reincarnationally speaking, that on the 1,000th one, for every one of us, we have total illumination. That's not what it's about. We might, and we can hasten it. So let yourself understand that this is an elective, that this is fun. And above all, as I explained one or two meetings ago, the wild thing about the nature of reality and our power is we have it, whether or not we're fully awakened. Your thoughts are still becoming things. There's still a power to your positive thinking that's 10,000 times greater than the power of your negative thinking. I've even had moments in the last month of wow, total illumination. I would almost not even want to say this, but it's like, it's going to kind of turn on all the lights in the middle of a really great movie. Do you really want to turn on all the lights in a really great movie? It's like, no, this is juicy. This is I almost got swallowed alive. I emerged. I was lost in the jungle. Now I'm approaching the top of the mountain. Do you see how that kind of lends credence to? It's like you're not supposed to necessarily wake up. It's going to happen here or beyond. But enjoy the journey. Enjoy the juicy drama. Drama. Be a drama queen. Be a drama king. It's juice. It's power. Don't put off your happiness because of it. Perhaps the best way to talk about the drama is not to obliterate it, but to manage it. Get more of the good stuff, the fun stuff, and less of the icky, scary stuff. So that's where we are. That's what this month has been all about. And now I'd like to walk you through a guided visualization. Okay, so I want you to imagine right now, and probably as long as you're not driving or somewhere where you can't, close your eyes and follow along. I'd like you to imagine that you're walking early morning. The sun has recently come up. You're along a beautiful beach. You can feel the warmth of the sun. But at the same time, you feel a coolness in the air. It's like, a 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know Celsius, but it's like you can just barely wear shorts, and maybe you're wearing a sweatshirt, and it feels perfect. It's just perfect. Warmth of the sun, freshness of the air. You're all alone on the beach. You're walking along the water's edge. You hear some seagulls. Go ahead and hear in your mind some seagulls right now. You're walking effortlessly. You're walking with zero pain. You could probably walk 100 miles. You feel so fresh, but you're just walking. You can gently hear some waves lapping, gentle waves. You can actually smell the salt in the air. And now you're kind of wondering, what is it that brought you here? Is this a dream? You don't remember driving to the beach, but you're not arguing. You love it. But what is it that brought you here? And not just physically, but emotionally. Because you're feeling a sense of awe with regard to life and living and just being who you are. Isn't it awesome to be you? I know that sometimes I feel envious of what other people are doing or having. And then I ask myself, as a note once said, would you like to be that person? It's like, no, I like what they're doing, but I want to be me. And right now, you just want to be you. It is so good. And you feel so powerful. Like there's nothing anybody's done that you can't do. You know that. And the tear rolls down your cheek into the edge of your mouth, and you can taste the salt of a tear, like the salt of the ocean you're walking by. You are in awe of your magnificent life, and you feel peace like you have never felt peace. You know that feeling when you're on a vacation and you're suspended kind of in reality. People are hustling and bustling all around you. They're going places, doing things, trying to keep appointments, but you're on vacation. And so everything is a little bit sweeter. There's no stress. It's kind of like summertime to a child, a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old. For them, they have infinite time. Time is expanding for you right now, and you're feeling a sense of the infinite. You are an eternal being. There's always going to be time. Time has always been on your side. For some reason, you just hadn't seen that until right now, but it's crystal clear. You've got seconds, you've got minutes, hours, and eternity. You're going to enjoy this walk. You also have clarity now in your life, like never before. You don't have this battle for your attention, one fear, one dream, one worry, put out the fire. It's like whatever you want to focus on, and this has been true for a while now, you focus on it. Whatever you're enjoying, maybe it's a new song or a melody or music, you just enjoy it. You just ride those tunes. If it's a meal, you're enjoying the meal. If it's getting out of bed, you're getting out of bed and you just feel infinite possibilities. You have clarity. You're allowing yourself for the first time ever just to be where you are. And then you watch each moment bloom into the next. And you're not fighting it. You're not starving certain elements for attention. You're just there. And by being in the moment, you feel like you're everywhere else as well. One of the best feelings you've had of late is that you're not being judged. It's like, it's all good. No one, not Jesus Christ, could have done better than you've done with your life, given where you came from, given what you knew at the time you did it. No one. You are being you. You are God's only chance to be you, to see through the windows that were crafted by the circumstances of your birth. You chose the stage, but you didn't know what would happen on that stage. And some of it was good and some of it wasn't. But you chose these props to see what would come of it, so that you might rise above and be an example. And it all makes sense now. You knew what you were doing. And you've never been judged. You've always been adored. You are a light to everyone who knows you. And your life, here and there, toing and froing, back home, wherever you go, you're kind of like a Forrest Gump. It's like things just work. You don't have to logically make them work anymore. You have intentions, you have desires. That's the divine sense of incompletion inherent in all divine consciousness. So you have desires and things you want to do, but it's like as soon as you think of them, it's like a conveyor belt takes you there and people just start showing up. It's like fun. Your life is fun now. You've gotten out of your own way. You're no longer addicted to logic. You expect the unexpected. You have nothing to prove. You couldn't be more amazing. And you notice, this is a cute one, and your family is like kind of like flipped out over it, but your manifestations and attractions are like crazy fast. It's like crazy. And it's got to be, you're wondering, and you've got the answer immediately. It's got to be as you continue walking along the beach. It's got to be because you now naturally want what's best for you. And you define yourself to include all those you love and the world herself. You naturally lean towards and want adventures, discoveries, and epiphanies that are the best for you. and best for the world. And so immediately there's no resistance. Immediately there's a smile on your face. You think it is like, what a cool idea. And the illusions begin shifting, like immediately. You naturally imagine and visualize these things that are showing up on your radar. You naturally believe in them because you are of God, by God, pure God. You go a step beyond believing. Through your intention, you expect. It's like, oh, that's going to be cool. When you have a new dream, it's like, oh, that's going to be cool. You don't ever feel like, I wonder if that'll happen. I wonder if I'm blocking my energy. I wonder how I might You didn't come here to self-sabotage. You came here with default settings through the roof. And you know that. And that knowingness breeds belief, expectation, and intent. You naturally know you are powerful. You are of God. And you naturally act on these desires, these intentions, these expectations. You take baby steps because it's a dance, because it's fun. You don't want it to just show up, spontaneously manifest. That would take all the fun out of it. You want to step each day into the unknown to be surprised, because you take one step. The universe takes 10,000, and the universe is just your greater self. The universe saw this, which is why it planted the desire in your heart to begin with, so that you, given your new glow, would take those baby steps fearlessly into the unknown and be astounded. More seagulls, gentle waves lapping at the beach, more tears. You love it. You love yourself. You love life. You knew what you were doing in that unknown realm long ago when you chose and mapped out the plan to be who you now are. You love it. You love it. You love everything. You are in love with every setback and folly, every so-called mistake you ever made. It made possible this moment. You only know love. And the channels of energy inside your heart are open all the way. You're happy beyond happy. You're unattached to circumstances. Attachment only slowed down manifestations in the past. You surrender, you allow, and everything changes swiftly. You know you're provided for in every way. You have no fear, no worry. Money is there. Love. You are being loved by others. Health is always there. Healing. You don't even have anything needing healing, but it's there. It's there. If you have a little slip here or there, heal, back in balance. You feel light. You are light. You're giddy. You could float. It's like walking on air right now. You could float. Your life is on autopilot, still with desires, but they're independent of your happiness. You're overflowing with happiness, even though there's a divine sense of incompletion. Oh, I've never been to that city. I've never tried that perspective. Happy all the while. Your energy and your aura lifts spirits lately. People feel better around you. Strangers look at you like they're seeing an old friend. They're confused, but they're smiling. They're like, you can just read their minds. So many of them have said the same thing to you right now. What a breeze. What joy. What ecstasy. Waking ecstasy. You wonder even if you should put on the brakes, because where you are right now, half in, half out, is so good. Do you really want all the lights to come on? No, let them stay out a little bit. Let's have a few more surprises. You almost feel like a daring to the universe. See if you can scare me now. The universe can't scare you. It was only you in confusion earlier that scared you. You're ready for some challenges, but what's challenging when your thoughts become things and you know it at a deep level? And as you look ahead of you, there's somebody else on the beach, and they're walking towards you. And it's like they're floating. They're coming really quickly, but you can tell that there's a slow gait. And strangely, their walking gait is mirroring yours. Your right leg, your left leg. You're walking with your right foot and your left foot. And they're doing the exact same. Their right is extended when you extend your right. Their arms are flowing exactly like yours. They're really close now. There's a light about their head. There's a charm in their smile, a familiarity in their everything. And you stop toe to toe. Not quite that close, but it's you. It's you, but brighter. It's you, but lighter. It's you, but happier. You are walking towards a perfect reflection of who you are. This is you. You look younger. You look thinner. You look whatever you wanted to whatever you want it to look like. You feel a tear roll down your cheek, and it's mirrored in their cheek. And you say, together at the same time, I've always loved you. And you reach forward and hug. And in that moment, there's a blending. There's a connecting. There's an alignment with higher truths and a oneness. You are one. One with everyone. One with the beach and the seagulls and the world around you. Living an adventure that you custom tailored to bring you to this moment. And you know that beyond this moment, leaving the beach, returning to the circumstances of life as you knew it, you will always be able to bring this moment back to you. That it was always there. It's just that you didn't know it. But now that you've been there, you'll always be able to bring it back. And you'll go back out into the world where you'll find new friends and strangers, peace, clarity, unending miracles. You're going to have an amazing green thumb, and animals will adore you. Babies will coo in your arm, because everyone's going to get that you get it, and you're never going to let it go. Never going to let it go. Okay, you can come back to the here and now and bring it with you. Bring it with you. And I want you to tap into that feeling. Tap into it here and there. Tap into it, as we talked earlier about aligning, whether it's through meditation, whether it's during yoga, creative visualization, crafting affirmations, contemplative thought. Have a question, a big question about your life, the nature of reality, and take that feeling, that peace with you. It's not just your logical mind that's going to answer it. It's your higher self that's always been there all along.